All right, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Forward Thinking Founders. We talk to founders about their companies, their visions for the future, and how the two collide. Today, I'm very excited to be talking to Pavel Ershov, who's the co-founder of Directual. Welcome to the show. How's it going?
Fine. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm excited to have you on. Looking forward to learning more about what you're working on. For people that haven't heard of it, what are you working on? What is Directual?
So we are creating the platform. It is called no code platform or sometimes low code platform. That is a tool for creating new apps. It could be web or mobile apps without coding. So the coding is pretty complex and sophisticated thing. And a lot of people don't know how to code, how to program actually. And we give them an opportunity to create, to craft marvelous apps without coding by dragging and dropping in an intuitive visual interface.
So walk me through a little bit. If someone tried this for the first time, they went onto your website, what's the user experience? What are they able to build? If you can give an example of a type of product, that would be super interesting so people can get an idea.
Yeah, of course. So we are not the universal tool for any types of apps. So we chose their particular niche. We are great for going beyond MVP. So our platform is really scalable, secure, and flexible. And there are several types of apps which are the best cases for the application of our platform. And those are some kind of marketplaces, then internal tools for automating business processes, such as HR management or task management, such back office automation tools. So that is the best cases for our platform.
So walk me through a little bit about why you decided to start this. What was the origin story for the company?
Yeah, that is a great story. So personally, I am not a coder. I'm not a developer. I am a designer. I have always been a designer, and my co-founder, my mate, he has always been an engineer. And 5 years ago, I asked him to create for me such a workflow builder. We were working for a bank those times, so we created that first MVP, and I detected that was a really cool stuff, that I could create some automation without asking for the developer. So we decided to create a company uh, having such an experience.
And like, what do you think is going on with like overall software development? You know, right now, like you're building a platform that enables someone that doesn't know how to write code or JavaScript to do just that. I'm curious, like, do you have any predictions on the next like 5-10 years on like where things are going since what you're building and kind of the rise of no code is a thing and like pretty much anyone can build software? Curious if you have any perspective on that.
Yeah, great question. So I'm excited. I'm excited that we are just at the beginning of the revolution. The no code revolution is coming because before today, some 5 or 10 years ago, building an app was quite a quite a challenge, because you needed to hire developers, you needed to spend a lot of money and a lot of time. And nowadays, such platforms as Directual allow a lot of people, thousands of new makers, to create new ideas. So that is our motto. We want to let people create. We want to let people create thousands of new products, and that accelerates the path of development of the whole market really immensely. So I'm excited about that.
And then if you were to predict, not just predict, but know what you're building for for Directal, right? The like 5, 10, 15 year vision. So I'm curious for you, what is the big vision for what you're working on, and what direction are you rowing in specifically for your own company? And what is this going to look like in a decade or two?
So the vision is the following. We Nowadays, we are working mostly with enthusiasts, no-code enthusiasts, and that is not the mass market. And our goal is to uh, let thousands or even millions people to work on such platforms as Directual. That is our goal, to make it really mass case to use such platforms. And for that, we are developing templates, we are creating some educational programs for non-technical guys, uh, that that will let them to build, to create. And our goal, to shift the whole market, to change the market. So that is why we decided to create the free plan, and 80% of our users use the platform for free, to start something, to test something, and only when they reach the certain level, they will have to pay something. So our target is to shift the whole market.
So, in order to make that happen, like, obviously this is super ambitious, and based on where the market's at today, it's actually like completely possible. But you'll need some help, right? It takes a village to make a startup work and get and scale up. So my question for you is, how can the forward-thinking founders community help you? Are you hiring? Are you looking for investors? Are you looking for customers, no coders? How can we assist?
So actually, everything that you just have pronounced, we are looking for partners. For instance, our best and most effective marketing channel are different communities. So those communities are early adopters. They are no-code enthusiasts. They are creating new educational materials and courses. They are um, they help us in marketing and in our growth in terms of client base. So moreover, uh, this year we are going to raise to additional money, to raise funds. So that would be great if you could help us to connect with some great investors. So our our engineering team is in Russia, but we are the international company, and our target market is the United States, Europe, Asia. We are working worldwide. Uh, of course, so talents are needed. So if you feel if you feel desire to be a part of our company, to be a part of our team, don't hesitate to reach me out. All the contact details are on the website.
And then if someone did want to learn more about you or try it out, how can they find you online? What is the website? Do you have social media? How can someone get in touch and find you online?
Uh, so our main website is directual.com. That is easy. You can Google it, type in Directual. Moreover, we have our community on Facebook group. That is our main place to communicate with our users, with our enthusiasts. So feel free to join the community.
And then, I guess for my last question, um, you know, I think that what's one thing that you would kind of say? I usually don't ask this, but I'm curious because I have my unique love for no code. I love no coding myself. What's one thing you would tell someone that is on the fence about getting on your platform about no coding? You like what would you tell someone that's on the fence about doing this, convincing them to kind of give it a shot and kind of get on your platform and become a no coder? Just because I think there's so much power in no code. I'm just curious from your perspective, like if you want to share any of that insight, then we'll kind of wrap it up.
So I would recommend to plunge into no code world. There are a lot of platforms, and there are a lot of uh, great platforms, and Directual is just one of the list. And there are better platforms for different tasks. And my advice would be to learn a lot of platforms and to apply it in different cases. So the no coder should know at least 5 or 6 platforms pretty well. And Directual has its own niche. Directual is great for sophisticated and scalable apps. And for instance, I do love Webflow. Webflow is amazing for marketing websites. Our website was created on Webflow.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Webflow. Webflow is great for front end, 100%. Well, I
Of
appreciate
course.
you coming on the podcast, and best of luck building this out. And looking forward to seeing the progress. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks you. Thank you. Thanks for having me.